afternoon. My name is Olga, and this is my colleague, Olga. And your names are?
My name is Tatiana.
My name is Denis.
Can I have your mark sheets, please? Thank you. Where are you from?
I'm from Moscow, Russia, and I have lived here for my whole life.
And you?
I am from Moscow.
Thank you. First, we'd like to know something about you. Denis, who are you most like in your family?
I suppose that I look up mostly to my father, because he is as calm as me, and we share the same interests.
Thank you. And Tatiana, do you enjoy using the internet in your free time?
Actually, yes, I enjoy using internet for learning English and discovering some useful things for me.
Denis, have you been anywhere nice recently?
Well, I haven't gone out of Moscow for maybe some months, so I can't really say that I've seen any new nice places.
And Tatiana, where would you like to go for your next holiday?
I'd like to, I don't know actually, but maybe I'd like to go abroad, for example Italy, because I like Italy, and as well I like to go my country house.
Great. Denis, do you like reading?
Yes, I prefer to read fantasy books, as my father prefers, and also I do like to read some detectives of foreign authors.
And Tatiana, tell us about the things you like doing at the weekend.
I like reading books at the weekends. Also, I like listening to music when I do housework. What else? I like learning English, reading English books, and to improve my skills in English.
Great. Now, in this next part of the test, I'm going to give each of you 2 photographs. I'd like you to talk about your photographs on your own for about a minute, and also to answer a question about your partner's photographs. Denis, it's your turn first. Here are your photographs. They show students learning in different ways. I'd like you to compare the photographs and say what might be good for the students about learning in these ways. All right?
In the first photo we can see a group of students who are probably doing a research and watching some articles in a newspaper, while in the second photo we can see a group of children who are studying with the help of computers. I think that the first group of students, what makes the way that they are learning good is that they share the same info together, and they communicate to each other and try to solve a problem all together. While in the second situation, the good thing for children is that they learn how to study on their own selves and probably look for some info on their own.
Thank you. Tatiana, do you prefer learning things on your own or with friends?
It depends on the situation. Mostly I prefer studying together with my friends and colleagues.
Thank you. Now, Tatiana, here are your photographs. They show friends having a day out together. I'd like you to compare the photographs and say what the friends are enjoying about their day out. All right?
In the first photo, girls are walking around the park, maybe they are chatting. In the second photo, girls do shopping. They have in both photos they have free time and they can relax and distract from daily routine at the weekends, and they maybe they relax and do useful things, maybe.
Thank you. Dennis, which of these things would you prefer to do on a day out?
Well, as for me, I prefer to go for a walk with my friend, as I think that it would be more interesting for me to chat with him about the same interests and to have a nice day in the outside.
Thank you. Now I'd like you to talk about something together for about 2 minutes. Here are some reasons why many students go on school trips and a question for you to discuss. First, you have some time to look at the task. Now, talk to each other about whether it's a good idea for students to go on school trips.
Shall I start?
Well, if you want.
Okay.
Can you speak up? Speak loud.
Okay. I think it's very important for school children to learn about the world, to get some skills about nature, about people, foreign people, and I suppose that it's very useful for them. What about doing something different?
Well, I don't think that in a lot of school trips where students are doing many different things, because usually they either visit the place they want, or they also study in the place that they had visited.
I agree.
What do you think about entertainment?
Entertainment. Yes, it's great for children because it's distract from school days, school routines, and they can communicate to each other, relax, and maybe to be closer. And that's all. Maybe what about help with lessons?
Well, I don't think that it really helps with the lessons, as usually the study on these trips are aimed to some different skills from the school program, which don't really help with the lessons. But I think that they help with learning about the world itself and with having more knowledge about it.
Thank you. Now, you have about a minute to decide which 2 things are the most important for teachers to think about when they organize school trips for their students.
I think sorry for teachers.
Yes. Well, I think that the first thing that is important is doing something different, because
Speak up, please.
the children will be, I suppose, bored with doing nothing good, I suppose. What do you think about the second thing?
I think it's do sports. Sorry.
Well, we need to choose 2 of them.
Okay. I think for teachers, it's great great things about getting on with people, with children, with to communicate together, to be close.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, it helps to learn, to teach them very well.
Thank you. Oh, can I have the book? Dennis, do you think school trips should take place on a school day or at the weekend?
Well, as for me, it depends on the aim of a school trip, because if the aim is just to visit a new place and just to have a trip as a group of tourists, well, then usually it should be on a weekend. But if it is a kind of studying trip, then I suppose it can be held on the school days.
And Tatiana, when students go on a school trip, is it better to visit a city or go to the countryside?
I suppose both very useful for children, because it depends on maybe season. For example, in spring, maybe better to go countryside for children to be acquaintance with nature, with maybe animals, domestic animals. But very important to visit a city, museums, etc.
Dennis, what is the most interesting thing about visiting other countries?
Well, I suppose that many people like to see new places, and the views of the architecture, which is different in any country. Also, if you